What's up, everyone? Thanks, guys, for waiting. This is Full Case Top Scroll Blaster Player Break number 2. Full Case. Everything does ship. We do have bounties on this break as well. Good luck, everybody. It's going to take me about 30 minutes to open, guys. So if you guys are at work, if you guys are taking care of other things, now is probably the best time to do it. Off new. I'm glad, Rob, I love seeing the fact that, a lot of big cards are coming out of this set. I love seeing that. That's a great sign. Because you already know what's going to happen next month or in a month and a half from now. It's going to be Topps Chrome Sapphire. We already know how this is all going to work. And all of your cards, once again, get reloaded again in both Super Fractors and Papas. We know how this works. What's up, Off New? Off New, I love how you're I love how you're doing social media, or at least posting a lot more. It's nice to see you and your family. See the real Off New. Not just the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, Rob, exactly. Rob, exactly, yes. That's the best part. We got Bowman basketball. We got Bowman. Oh, hell yeah. I'll grab my phone right after this, VAR. Now I'm calling you VAR's cards again. All right. Whoop. All right, VAR, I got you. Let me follow you back real quick. All right, so I got you, VAR. Thanks for the follow. Don't forget to subscribe on my. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Only Hammer. Oh, packs don't want to cooperate, huh? Got you, my brother. Got you. If I know, honestly, you guys are more than welcome to add me on social. I'm decently active on social. I'm more active on my slot page channel because I've been really trying hard to get that to grow. Thought I saw something, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting juked out. No, I haven't been to Bruno Mars since either 2020 or 2021. Last time I ever went to a Bruno Mars concert, which, if you ever have the chance to go, I strongly recommend it. So I've been to it. It was during COVID when I went, as a matter of fact. And I'm pretty sure that was the same night I contracted it too, FYI. Pretty sure. He's phenomenal. It's funny because I don't really care for concerts all too much too. Only reason I went was because I got comp tickets from MGM. So that's the only real reason that I went. And oh, buddy, like, let me just say, that was a show. Packs are wicked weird. Those packs did not want to rip nice. Anybody here going to WrestleMania? Anybody here enjoying Mick Foley? Mick Foley's going to be by the office in about 6 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a great segment with Mick Foley planned for today on our Pop channel. For second year in a row, coming back to the Blez headquarters. Some know him as Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack. Should be ripping in about 15 minutes, fam. Oh, nice. Yeah, no problem. $3, pick your teams. No problem. What's up, Kev? Yes, I absolutely am. I didn't buy tickets yet because my fearless leader said he was gonna take care of the arrangements. So hopefully I find out later today. We do have Mick Foley coming to the office for the second year in a row. He came last year. And he once again is coming this year. Hey, what's up, Jerry? So, I mean, really, you have like 80% of the checklist, 75% of the regular checklist in this. So you're still chasing the superfractors. You're still chasing the superfractor autographs. We still have the SSPs such as the Helix, the Ultraviolet, the Urban Legends. You also have the Fanatical as well as the new SSP called the Lightning Leaders. So you have all of that in this set. You have the Lightboard Variations, which is a retail exclusive, and they look pretty solid too. You're still chasing the veteran autographs. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Bo Nix. Some of your first licensed autographs for those guys. Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors. As well as some of your first rookie autographs like Jackson Dart, who is a Topps exclusive signee. You got guys like Cam Ward. Signs in the product as well. So really you have pretty much all the big chases. The only downside to retail, and I don't even say downside, but the only thing we cannot hit is a lot of like the legends. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hit the Tecmos or the Tecmo Super Bowl autographs. You're not going to be able to hit like the legends autograph checklist that include guys like Tom Brady. So that's the only real downside to the product. But again, you're paying what, 30%, 20% of what hobby is? Kind of a no-brainer. You know? I don't know what Jumbo is at now, $1,500 or $1,800 a box. You know what? Whatever it is. I don't know the actual number because I don't follow it, but you're getting it for pennies on the dollars in a full case format, and I'm the only guy that I know of that's ripping hangers and blasters by the full cases. I really don't know anyone else that's doing it. And to make the deal even better for all of you folks, I also included bounties on this. And the bounties that I included pay out better than what we're paying on Hobby and Jumbo on our football channel. But obviously the reason why I did it that way was because I know it's going to be a bit harder to hit out of the retail products. So we're not going to hit them as frequent, but when we do, you're going to get rewarded. It's hard, you know, Kevin. I know the talk of the pricing is everything right now. I understand. I get it. I don't disagree. It is a lot of money. But to say that it's ridiculous, I don't know that that's appropriate. And let me say why. I don't make commission, trust me. So let me just give you my honest opinion that's not affiliated with Blez. And I don't mind sharing this opinion. Doesn't matter if any fanatics or Topps representative hears me say this because this is just an opinion. But, Doug, this is your first and last warning with me. Please retract that statement or I'm going to have to ban you for a day. You can shed on a product. You can be a little bit negative. That's fine. But start using the slurs, I'm going to have to tell you off. So please do me a favor. Retract that statement. If not, sorry. But here's my honest opinion, Kevin, on the matter. My honest opinion on this is the fact that you got guys like Tom Brady signing in the product. You got the correct veterans signing in the product, guys like Barry Sanders. You got Rice Montana. You got Bo Jackson. You got one of the best rookie classes from last year. A very strong rookie class from last year with their first licensed autograph on top of that. Plus, you got some of the Jackson Darts, Cam Wards, the performing rookies. We have them as autographs on card instead of Prism, right? Prism stickers. These are all on card. Some of them are stickers, yes, but these are on card. You got guys like Josh Allen signing. You got guys like Mahomes and everything else. Like, again, when you have that strong of a checklist, not saying it's easy to hit. Remember, I'm not saying it's easy to hit. Just telling you that it's a strong checklist. When you got that, you got to expect pricing like this. Unfortunate. So I don't know that I could say, if Brady didn't sign, if Mahomes, I think Mahomes signs, I'm pretty sure he does. But if you didn't have guys like Mahomes in here at all, if you didn't have guys like Tom Brady signing, all of those elites, if you didn't have them signing, then different story. All right, Doug. Laters. Gave you an opportunity to retract it, buddy. Now you can go F yourself for the day. What's up, Bowman Ed? Right. And again, that's just my opinion. When I personally go to my LCS and drop 1,800 on a hobby on a jumbo box, I don't think I would. That's a little bit too much for myself. A hobby box, maybe, yeah, a hobby box I probably would. Almost there, guys. 4 more boxes, yes. Yeah, I mean, but Spencer, it's like Bowman, my brother. It's like Bowman baseball. I tell everybody. I'm not saying it because I'm on this side of the camera. I'm just telling it like it is, honestly. I'm a hobby guy in general. In general, I'm a hobby guy. Hobby always has, like, the best colors. Obviously, with this Breaker's Delight, too, I know the big cards fly out of Breaker's Delight as well. But the geometrics, guys, I'm going to tell you straight. They're going to sell excellent, but they will never outsell the true numbered cards. The true purples, the true reds, the true blacks, the true golds, the true orange. Those will always outsell any format. But Breaker's Delight will probably hit better because it's a smaller run, right? But I know what you're saying, Spence. I know what you're saying. I do wish maybe there was 4 numbered cards in a box or something like that. But then again, I don't want it to be watered down parallels neither. That's all. Like, I'll pay the premium for on-card autographs. I don't mind. Because you guys got to remember, the on-card autographs, it's not like Optic basketball and stuff like that. It's not like Optic football. This is Prism and Optic combined, if you will. You're getting the sick rainbow chases of Topps Chrome. You're getting the iconic strong brand that's lasted in this hobby for 30 plus years. Plus you're getting the on cards of Optic. So it's kind of that blend. So you're kind of almost skipping the Optic product, if you will. I believe so, yes, Kevin. I didn't look at the checklist for Breaker's Delight. Nor have I watched it, because we're not offering Delight yet. But that's just my honest opinion, guys. I'm not saying anything. I'm not defending it. I do wish the price was a little bit more accessible, for sure. Yeah, that's the okay. So let's talk about that side of the coin. I think that's the most interesting part is because you're going to have this year, you're going to actually have Prism rookies, and then you're gonna have the Topps Chrome refractors, both as rookies, both licensed. So it is gonna be interesting to see. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, there's a lot of products that's accessible for kids. Let's be honest. This is accessible for kids. Blasters are what, 60, $70. I mean, if you find them in the wild, I think it's 40 or $50, whatever it is. But let's just, for the sake of it, I think what we gotta buy these for is like what, $80 or whatever it is. Like, I still think that that's accessible. I don't think they're gonna hit great, no, if you're buying one box at a time. But some of the biggest parallels in the last few years have come out of like blasters and hangers. Look at the Mickey Mouse Superfractor. I think it was the Mickey Mouse Superfractor that came out of a blaster like that, and some of the top baseball prospect chases came out of a blaster as well. So I mean, again, it's possible. Likelihood, unlikely, but it's possible. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting nonetheless. Guys, this is blaster number 2. Full case player break. Good luck, everybody. Thank you guys for waiting. Here we go. And trust me, yeah, somebody just hit a Jackson Dart Black True Black auto out of the hangers. So there's still some really big. There's still big chases there. So there's always accessibility. I don't think the question is accessibility for it. Dolphins Purple Wave. It's Jalen Wright to 75. Oh, I thought that was a black right off the rip. Walter Nolan on a pigskin. They call it leathers, guys. I call it pigskins. Diami Brown, Shamir Turner on the Pulsar. The red, white, and blues are so sick this year. Travion. Shador on the base. Landon Jackson is going to be our first light board variation of the case in the very first pack. Aqua Wave of Derek Harmon to 299. Nice, really nice first box. Colston Loveland on the pigskin. Shamir Stewart refractor. Jaden Daniels on the leather. Nice. Xavier Watts, red, white, and blue. And a Jackson Dart. Not a bad first box or two there. Not a bad first box or two there, guys. I'm interested to hear your guys' takes, guys. Anybody agree, disagree? I am interested to hear your guys' takes, guys. I'll give you guys my honest opinions. Seriously, like, obviously there's certain things I can and cannot say, obviously, but I'll give you guys my honest opinion. I'll tell you if I like a product or if I don't like a product. Fan in on the pigskin. I tell you, if I don't like the product, I'm not ripping it. Drake May refractor of Scatable. I thought that was going to be a dart right off the bat. Genty on the red, white, and blue. Rookie heavy case. Another excellent start for the Blasters. Are the Blasters hitting better than the hangers now? Luther Burden refractor. Dylan Gabriel on the red, white, and blue. Cam Ward on the base. Interesting. This Karloftis is like super faded. Might be hard to tell, but just to give you guys like a picture in picture, it's super faded. Interesting. Bradshaw Smith on the leather. Dylan Gabriel on the leather as well. Xavier Worthy, that's faded. Interesting. Simmons. That's fair. I mean, Breaker's Delight always hits. It's a smaller print run. So the appearance of it always hitting is nice, Brady. The appearance of it hitting more, which it is going to hit more because it's a smaller print run. That's also why the box has less cards and the box is so much more expensive, right? And one more autograph. For sure. I would say Blasters. Again, the first two cases started tough for me. The first two cases started a little tough for me, and then the last two cases now have been pretty good. So that's what I tell people. Like, you know, people are gonna shit on the Blasters, shit on the hangers, and I'm like, let's relax a little bit. It's only been two cases. Not every case is gonna suck crap, and if it does, I wouldn't be offering it. There's one CD lamp for you, Morrison refractor. Phil Mayfa on the red, white, and blue. Mullings on that refractor, and our last stack to start this case. Joey B on the Pulsar, Justin Fields. And Rico Donner with a Cam Ward first stack. Not a bad first stack to start us off. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, maybe I'm biased, but oh man, those hangers. Those hangers, man, they spoil me a lot. The hangers has like the most true colors, I would say, guys. And again, honest feedback from what I've seen. Seems like the hangers has more true colors. That's what it seems like. Whereas the Blasters has more refractors, has more red, white, and blues, the leathers, and vice versa. Which will, you know, you'll have the volume. You'll have the volume of the Blasters versus the bigger hits of the hangers. Exactly, exactly. And we said the same thing for basketball as well. Hangers can be bangers. We've had the highest volatility with the hangers, which is the truth. The Blasters for basketball also started the same way. The first couple cases, I'll never forget, we were like, was that really the Blaster case? We kind of scratched our heads, and then after that, the Blasters started heating up real quick, and we're like, okay. After this, fam, we're going to focus mainly on Blaster disaster. Well, we'll see. Like yesterday's half cases, we're going to focus on the half cases after this, guys. So you guys can attack the pick your teams. Do you guys want pick your team full cases? Yeah, the Megas didn't release yet, even though I know some retailers had them. But because we have to get ours through distribution channels that we have, I cannot, or I did not get any Megas. I don't physically have it here. But I will get the Megas when they arrive. I think May. I think 2 weeks. So when it releases, we'll start offering Megas, guys. That's okay, Sponge. You don't have to have a big budget to enjoy the hobby. I tell people that all the time. Yeah, I try to avoid the full case pick your team. I try to. I wanted to like kind of keep it a little cheaper. That's why we went half case and then we just did player pick your full cases. Maybe this weekend I'll add it in, Spencer. Let me see the inventory after this weekend and stuff, and then maybe I'll add it in. Ooh, Monica in a 199 on the Aqua Wave. More value. We were talking about it earlier. I don't know. I can't see anyone right now, Anderson. Mullings. I think it increases no matter what, Ro. And I've said this for basketball, and I'll say it again for football. They're gonna one of two things is gonna happen. Number one, if 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 Fanatics tops Bowman does not do a good job with these new products coming out, people are gonna miss Panini products, which will create the demand, and Panini cards will increase. Vice versa, and in the to a similar effect, I believe that they've done a good job with Topps Chrome. The Topps Chrome name is coming out, but I still feel like people are like, oh, how much is it for Prism? I kind of miss Prism. I want to see Prism again. And I think the cards, because the Topps Chrome does well, I think now the Panini cards rise up to it. For example, somebody made an interesting post. I don't know the specifics of it, but someone made an interesting post showing like a Josh Allen on card Topps Chrome auto selling for like $7,000 yesterday, and then they compared it to like a rookie autograph of Josh Allen, and I don't know what the numbering was or anything, so I don't know the full story, but that was sold for $7,000. So they were literally showing a rookie auto versus a Topps Chrome autograph. I don't remember if it was like a Prism sticker auto or vice versa either. But because this is the first year Topps Chrome in what 10, 11, 12 years, whatever the years have been, I think no matter what, this is gonna be a strong was a blue. Okay, yeah. I seen it. I didn't look too much into it, to be honest with you. I might have seen it this morning or went out right before I fell asleep, so I didn't really like retain it. And again, on the refractor, RJ Harvey. What is your guys' opinions? Only on a football channel. Salazar, only on a football channel. Whatever's in the light store is always going to be for us. If it's not, ooh, that's a big card. And the Omari and Hampton that came out right after that, my brother. There you go, VAR. Tyler Shuck on the image variation. That's our first one. Guys, the hangers might be failing to the blasters now. And I say definitely an image variation. If you don't know, the code is different on the back for those that don't know. The code ends in 486 instead of like 527 or whatever it is. That's a sick shock. What up, Mario? I'll get you modded. Is this your first time on this channel, Mario? Nice Hampton. What is your guys' opinion on that? To Raul's question, does Panini cards increase, decrease? What in your guys' minds? What do you think? Travion. The Super Kaiju looks so sick, bro. It's so awesome. And the best part is it doesn't affect us here in the retail because we could never hit the Kaiju and everything else in the retail. That's why I'm priced. That's why I'm telling you guys when I price this. I take ownership of the pricing. I promise you right now, I factored in every little bit. A lot of you guys are safeguarded. You guys might be like, oh, when is the dark pricing coming down? It's not because you could have never hit those cards in our retail product anyway. Castro. That's the interesting. That's the only interesting take is last year's rookies. I think that's the only interesting take is last year's rookies because now you're going to have Prism rookies and Topps Chrome rookies. That's the only interesting ones. If we go back to like the CJ Stroud year and stuff like that, I think no matter what CJ Stroud year and before, I think it rises. People could talk smack about the downtown pool rates, increasing and everything like that, but I think it's still going to be iconic no matter what way you look at it. Nice Travis Hunter. Bonix on a refractor and Jalen Reed. Stafford, there's your buyback. Hennigan again. Case has been really good so far. Nothing monstrous, just lots of volume hits here. Yeah, like you can talk smack about, oh, they overprinted downtowns. Like I seen that shit all day long on Facebook and everything like that. I see the talk of it. But yeah. Yeah, and you know what? That dogs, you're probably right. You're probably right. 10 years, sure. But I'm talking about the next 3 or 4 years right now. You know? Another shot. Ollie Gordon on the pigskin. Dante Thornton refractor. Trey Harris on the red, white, and blue. What else? Any other takes, guys? I'm very interested. I'm very invested in this conversation. I'm very invested on this conversation right now. I just want to know if anybody has like a different take, a different perspective, a different opinion. What's up, CT? Nothing overly crazy. Been a very solid case so far. Lots of volume hits, refractors, leathers like that. Nothing, no one big monstrous case. We did a case of hangers earlier this morning, the one from yesterday. That one was a little bit of a weaker case, definitely below average in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Here's the biggest thing, Raul. I don't think Fanatics will fumble the ball. There's a lot of haters out there. No matter what, I mean, I remember 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when everybody fluxed in, and myself included. I started going more all in on sports cards. But like, I remember everybody talking shit about Panini, and I mean, I was guilty of it. I was guilty of it, guys. That was me too. I remember bitching about how we could never get a hold of Panini to help us out with redemptions. Redemptions take forever and a day. You know, oh, mass producing. Why is why is Prism $400 a box for 1920 Zion year Prism? I remember bitching about that. I remember being there in that same exact boat. And that exact same box of Prism, right, from $400 on release day. What happened? What happened? Another 6 months from then, it hit $3,200 a box or whatever it was for 1920 Prism. 1920 Prism hit like 3,200 a box. The very next year, LaMelo year, Dunruss, Dunruss 2011 basketball, LaMelo year. Sorry, 2020 20 not 2011. 2020, 2021 Donruss basketball released. How much was it? $1,000, 1075 a box for Donruss with the second year net Marvels insert like that. Like, the market corrected itself. The market corrected itself for sure. I can absolutely believe that. That's awesome, dude. A Shador white. The white autos are sick, man. The white autos are super sick. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's one of the first times Topps Chrome ever had white. Ooh, ooh, gold lava for the Broncos country. Good luck. It is not. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't be Stidham. Oh, that would have been a big Bo Nix right there. Oh, Jared Stidham to 50. Our former Patriot compadre. That would have been massive. Wow, I can't believe that just happened. That's disgusting. Fanning on the red, white, and blue. That would have been disgusting. That would have been great timing. Queen Ewers on a Ray Wave. Beautiful timing on the Cam Ward. Nice hit. Skeet with the Cam Ward on the refractor. There you go, buddy. Ferguson, getting you on the board. That's a big card now for sure. But yeah, I mean, here's a better question. Watch this. I need the whole chat involvement. What design do you prefer from this year football, particularly 2025 football? Do you prefer the Prism design or do you prefer the Topps Chrome design? I'm not just saying this because I'm selling it. I actually very much like the Topps Chrome design better. I think the look is cleaner. I think the feel of the cards actually feel better than Prism. Trust me, this is coming from a Prism collector. You're hearing it from a Prism collector. Telling you guys this. When you feel these cards and you get your shipments in, you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Feels slightly even. It feels better than the basketball Topps Chrome cards. Promise. It's a very slight difference, but because I handle cards all day long, I can really like I can immediately tell the difference. It's either like a different brand of card stock. It's not thicker or anything like that, but it does feel better. So whether it's like a different brand of card stock that they're printing on or whatever, whatever the case being. You should, Raul. I mean, if you handle a lot of Prism cards, like after it's kind of like Bowman, right? After 2022, Bowman started going to the paper stock or the thinner. They moved away from that 55 point feel, which I didn't like that about Bowman baseball. I like that premium feel. I always like that thicker feel. This isn't thicker, but it does feel more solid than even Topps Chrome basketball cards. It's a very, 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 very slight, but it's not in my mind. If I give you two cards and you feel it back to back, you'll know what I'm talking about. Mason Taylor. Trey Harris on the red, white, and blue. Okay, Kevin Michael Scott Paper Company. The inserts, yes, but again, Raul, great point. Let's talk about it. That's an excellent point that you're making. Inserts will probably still win, but let's be honest. That was Bowman and Topps' biggest problem. And I've said this before. I said this 6 months ago. I said this 1 year ago. I said this almost 2 years ago. They're not consistent with their case hits. They're not consistent with their SSPs. We've had downtowns for 10 plus years now. We've had stained glass for what, 14 years. We've had color blasts for about 6 or almost 7 years now. We've had color blasts. Bowman spotlights used to be a common insert. Not then they went to SP and then they started putting in the variations. The Helix has only been in Topps' products for about almost 3 years now. So that they've always had problems establishing it. The home field advantage for baseball, same thing. Brian Burns on the green. I like the ultraviolet. Yep, ultraviolet is a staple. Yep. Kaiju is pretty sick. Kind of a manga ripoff a little bit, kind of, but I like it. Doesn't really matter. Green future stars. McConkey Kong on the green future stars. I don't mind the home field advantage. I actually don't. That's been a staple, at least. Cam. That's been consistent for some time now. Morrison. Jacoby. Abdul Carter on the refractor. Xavier Watts. Lamjack. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely. Yeah, I'd like to see stronger SPs, yes. Okay, Spencer, then let's talk about basketball. And see, again, I'll give you my honest opinion, right? What else was kind of a ripoff was the common loading insert looked exactly like the Starcade insert. Exactly, like word for word. Looked exactly like that. That's the little arcade one. The Murakami looks beautiful, yes. So I think again, I think it's just the adjustment period right now, brother. I honestly believe just right now it's just all the. I think it's just all of the adjustment period. Backer has said this, and it is something that I truly believe. Like, Fanatics really is doing a lot of good things, and this isn't me trying to be positive on that or anything. There, just they do market way better. I've seen way more Fanatics ads regarding sports cards and memorabilia and signings and events. I've seen way more of that in comparison and in relation to Panini. Honestly, that's the truth. I think that's a very fair statement to make. I see it on WWE. Correct. Correct. And we started to see some little bit of QC issues on here. Nothing overly crazy. We just seen a crimp back in the last one. You know, I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair to both sides. That's all. I'm not trying to glaze up Fanatics. I'm not trying to glaze up Panini. But there's a lot of pros and cons. But I think at the end of the day, I do believe Fanatics is for the collector. As much as the price points are a little bit more difficult, I get it. I get it, guys. I get it. I too wish I could walk into my LCS and buy a box or two of hobby products. I do wish that, and I could do it, but then I couldn't eat. You know. Yeah, the backs on mosaics were freaking impossible. I think Panini will still be a decent size, Raul. I think it will be. It's just crazy because their WNBA and their soccer is pretty much kind of holding, or that whatever soccer they got licensed. It's kind of like their staple now, pretty much, right? And now then it's going to be their unlicensed basketball products, which I think the unlicensed stuff I think will actually do decently well. Charles, I just started. I was showing earlier. I was taking care of a lot of like my Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Flag gonna do numbers, and yeah, exactly. Flag's gonna do numbers. Tom Brady's first licensed top scroll autograph in how many years? Gonna do some numbers. Yeah, dude, I've been prepping some Pokemon. I'm going into my sports cards probably in like a week. Right, bro. Most of my shit I gotta send at the $49 or the $60 tier level. the value max or the regular like that, and I'm like, dude, 10 cards is gonna cost me $500 already. Tez Johnson. I just dropped several on freaking Pokemon. Trying to pick up Pokemans. Johnson. And now I'm like, oh god, 10 cards. I'm gonna pay $500, not including shipping to and from, not including, not including a lot of things. I'm in trouble. Terrence Ferguson. At the right. Well, I'm gonna right. Exactly. Like I got like a lot of Pokemon stuff. I'll show it real quick. I don't mean to stop the break, guys, but you know me, I like to talk a lot. So like you can see like I literally like one, two, three, four, five, six, maybe like 7 cards. The only card I want to kind of send out right away is like this Pikachu. The rest I'm just gonna I don't care when I get them back because I don't have to like flip. I don't have to like flip them or anything. I'm not in a rush to flip them. Oh, Benny. I haven't sent in a PSA order personally for myself in probably like a year and a half. Last time I did it was with my 23 Cosmic Chrome packs, which I did really good on. I got like 1/9 and 3/10s, including a Steph Curry Cosmic Select. Um, yeah, I haven't sent it like a year and a half, brother. So it's been a minute, like for myself personally. Now obviously I prep your guys' cards when we do like our Bowman events like that, our Prism events, our NT events. But the amount of prepping I can do for your cards. No. I haven't sent one in a year and a half. So, but like I'll do the prepping for your guys' cards. But really, the only thing I'm using is my water and my I'll wipe down your cards on my microfiber like that. Like and I do some special stuff for some of you guys. I think if you guys know, you know. I'm not gonna disclose what I do on this platform. If we talk on my Instagram DMs, I'll talk to you more about it. But if I know you, I go a little bit above and beyond. You guys know I do. I just won't disclose what I do here. Jaden Reed. But yeah. Tat Giddens. Magenta McLaughlin to 250. Porter on the pigskin. Jameer Stewart refractor. Right, Jackson Dart, Roke. Where's my autos? Jackson Dart. Ty Felton. No SSP and only one light board image variation, Bert. Nothing in our last blaster case neither. Oh, nice. I would let you guys piggyback, but honestly, I'm one of those kind of people. I take the shit to heart. Like if something got damaged or something got lost in the mail, I would feel fucking guilty. Ooh, there's a big piece now. These have been selling for about $500 raw, and that looks really nicely centered. How about a Jackson Dart refractor? Nice. I don't know offhand. I need to see more cases still. I don't know. I would say yes, but I don't know for a fact. And there is a refractor autograph to $4.99. It's another Jet. You guys should be attacking your Jets. There's Donovan Edwards to $4.99. Speaking of. Hey, there's a Josh Allen on the red, white, and blue. Golden refractor. Not nerfed, Bert. We got to remember, Bert. Think select, guys. You guys got to think about select. Go back, and I'll tell you guys exactly. Go all the way back up until 2022 Panini Select Football. It's a bigger checklist. That's why, Bert. That's why it feels different. It's just a bigger checklist. That's the difference. That's the biggest difference that you guys got to remember. Trust me, I've been studying this stuff, guys. You guys know I do. Go back and watch 22 Select. You'll hear me when I was ripping 22 Select. You'll hear me tell you it. The checklist is too big. You can go back on the Blez Football channel. Almost 3 years ago. It was 2.5 years ago. It was June of 2023. Queen yours is when I said it. I remember saying it. Somebody do it for me. Somebody go back to June 2023 when I was ripping Select Release Day. June or July. Correct. But I know what you're saying, Bert. Like the big autos easier to hit, but we have a shit ton more autos that you can hit here. And the thing is this is kind of a rookie heavy checklist as well. That's why I made adjustments. That's why some of the rookies and stuff like that. Correct. Correct. So I know what to expect. I know what to expect when I'm ripping these things. Now the difference also, let me tell you this. I'll say this right now. A little bit too early for me to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say this anyway. So don't attack me with a pitchfork, guys. Please don't. But like when I'm hitting Jackson Dart refractors for $500, they're probably going to settle somewhere around 250 to 300 is my guess. That's my guess. That's my guess. Again, might be too early to tell. Might be too early to tell. Like the Cooper flag refractors like that are probably very similar in pricing. That's the difference. Yeah, right. The bigger checklist makes the biggest difference. That's the only reason why it feels that way. And yeah, the SSPs, exactly. Right now, the Jackson Dart, I think these are selling for like 500 plus right now. Again, we should see a significant drop off once the market floods. We should. That's why I don't like to say those things too early. But like between these three. Oh, okay. Okay, so it dropped. Okay, cool. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. But like between these three cards, like not bad at all. Refractor wise, you know. Sorry, I know that there were a couple sales at like 500-600 the day of, so I apologize. I'm not trying to overinflate numbers here. Yeah, yeah. That's and you know that's why like I didn't raise. Actually, I lowered Jackson Dart too. I lowered him. I lowered all of them. The only ones I had to kind of increase, I think, was guys like Caleb Williams like that. But after this, you know what I mean? Like after this, if we don't start seeing them in like the next 5 cases, I'll probably make adjustments again. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually really insane. That you did excellent on that. You did very excellent. That's that, guys. Good luck, everybody. Ooh. Ooh. Can we use the one time right here? Can we use the one time right here? That's a true white. That's number to 30. Did this just happen in a blaster? Did this just happen in a blaster? Does it have ink? Still pretty sick. Josh Palmer to 30 on the true white. I thought that was going to be a Josh Allen. It was a Josh at least. 15 of 30. That's kind of sick. True white out of a blaster. Yeah, you guys, you know what I think I will do? I'm probably going to add in some bounties. If I don't hit a bounty here, we'll add in bounties maybe like gold or better. Damn! Right first name, right colors, right team. Wrong Josh. Sorry, Raul, I tried. I tried, Raul, I tried. Oh, that was disgusting. That was our first premium color out of this that wasn't the black leather. That was the first true we've seen. Oh. There's a true color match. Nice Jackson dart again for the dart spot. Very nice. It's actually a very nice case. Very nice case. I don't know, man. The blasters are now outperforming the hangers, in my opinion. Still a hanger guy, but I'm just being honest. The last couple of blaster cases. That is the actual true color match, yes. Purple leather for the Bengal. Oh, that's sick, too. This was a QB case, I think. Joe Burrow to 75. Nice. I wish that had ink on it. That would have been awesome, too. Genty refractors, very nice. Allen Jr. Faded Caleb Williams. I like these faded cards a lot. Omari and Hampton. I don't think the Burrow was a variation. No, it is the regular 257. That is the regular Burrow. Regular Burrow. A lot of the helmets have been off. Yeah, like this Shuck that we hit earlier. Oh, wait, was that it? Oh, yeah. Like the Shuck. Daniels on the faded refractor. Those could be interesting. Those could do numbers. Certain errors always end up doing some numbers. Riley on the Ray Wave. Travis Hunter. Abdul Carter. Refractor. Mason Taylor. That's gold. Gold Cardinals. It's Mr. Garrett Williams. Gold leather to 50. Come on. Last stack. Been a really nice blaster, guys. Mason Taylor does fly out of this product, yes. He's the guaranteed hit. Sorry, guys. Everybody's unloading those 17 pallets. If you guys remember 2 hours ago, I told you guys that we have a shit ton of pallets that just came in really early this morning with nobody here. Everybody's unloading it still right now. Just an FYI, fam. So if you hear a little bit of ruckus outside, my apologies in advance. Let's find out. Hi, ladies. That's definitely Bowman basketball. No, not at all. I just was wondering what it was in those 17 pallets.
Bowman.
That's all Bowman?
Yeah.
Holy.
And there's more.
Did the guys?
You might
Wait,
get
what?
to open it.
Was it not on the pallets?
There's 17 pallets, but they don't have a thing to take off.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Based on their little toes, that's their fault.
All right. Sorry, lady. Smile. Click. Let me at least tell the people that I don't lie when I tell. If you guys see me off camera for 5-10 minutes longer than what I'm telling you guys, that's why. I'm not lying. I don't lie to you guys. If I have to take a shit, I have to take a shit, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Hey, I gotta take a shit. Sorry, guys. Be right back. Give me 10 minutes. Like I don't have any shame in saying that. And I don't think it's all Bowman basketball, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's all Bowman basketball. I don't think we can have 17 cases of allocation, first of all. But they're unloading Bowman baskets, not 17 pallets. We would have the whole market if we had 17 pallets of Bowman. Let me tell you that. All right, there we go. Purple. That's a sick Bowers to 250 on the Fortune. Shamir Stewart. Tet. Jersey of McCord. Woody Marks. Travion Refractor. Pat Bryant. Quorum. Oh, at the very last stack, huh? How about a Jonathan Taylor SP Lightning Leaders? On the very last stack. Nice JT. Another Josh Allen for you. Another Stafford for you. Stafford spotted eyed again. Rodgers on a pulsar at the last second. And that was the break. Not a bad one at all, guys. Not a bad one at all. I do have your next full cases already in the store, guys. I did add them at about 10 o'clock-ish last night. Funny story, that one didn't have any they only had one memorabilia in that one. That was interesting. All right. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. I think that's my favorite part to kind of end and wrap up that conversation that we were talking about earlier, guys. I think my favorite part about Topps Chrome, and I kind of was against this at first because I understand the pain points of it because we talked about this like 3.5 years ago or so. But like, I like the fact that we can hit the true whites. I like the fact that we can hit the superfractors, the reds, like that, out of these kind of formats. Obviously, for the guys that are purchasing hobbies, jumbos, and now Breakers Delight, I understand the pain point that causes sometime. I totally understand. But it is really nice that we can have a opportunity at some of those hits. Here's your recap, guys. Oh, that's sick. A gold Mahomes kaboom is, man. I would never sell it, honestly. yeah, like it's just nice that we have the opportunity to actually hit it. Like like well, again, I'll go ahead and I'll say it. If we hit a Victor Wembanyama, um, if I hit a Victor Wembanyama, you know, seismic red red seismic to 299. The card is gonna be like in today's market, that card's gonna be what a $1,000 card. Let's call it from retail. You know, but like over here, I can actually hit the 10 grand card, the 15 grand card, the $30,000 one of one. Like we have that opportunity in this checklist. Right, right. Like if we hit the Josh Allen superfractor, the Caleb Williams superfractor. Hell, honestly, we could hit like the Travis Hunter superfractor for all I cared about. Like I think it's totally fine. Exactly. It's nice because we would have never had that chance in Panini. Here's one more thing I do wish. And if anybody from Fanatics, Bowman, Tops is listening, the one thing I do wish that I think we could do better on the retail, and this is constructive criticism, not negative criticism. I do wish we could do something like a retail hobby box. Kind of like how Optic has and Prism has the retail, where it's like one auto a box, but it's retail. They had like their greens and silvers like that in Panini. I do truly wish that we could have something similar, you know, that hits maybe just a bit, not as crazy as hobby, but not as tough as retail. I'd like to see that one kind of in the middle. And here's your light board variation. Landon Jackson, Lightning Leaders of JT. Sick Burrow to 75 on a purple leather. Red, white, and blue of Jackson Dart. A white true to 30 of Josh Palmer. Cam Ward refractor. Shuck on the variation. Jackson Dart on the refractor. And a nice auto of Donovan Edwards. And honestly, he has a super nice auto. Not even going to lie. On the refractor autos are numbered to 499. And you know what's the coolest part about all of this too, guys? In both full cases, all of our autos were numbered. Were they the strongest autos? No, but they were all numbered nonetheless. That was full case Topps Chrome Football Blasters. Player break number 2. I'm going to beat the sort on the Shucks with the image variation, the Cam Wards, as well as the Jackson Darts. We'll beat the sort on those spots for sure, guys. Thank you guys all very much. Right. I'm very thankful for that. Yes.